and gentlemen, the Brothers of Blues are back in the building. Now let's see you clap your hands together. Coming to you on a dusty road. For good loving, I got a truck to load. And when you get it, you got something. Cause you don't worry, cause I'm coming. Tell him, my Josh.
I'm a soul man.
I'm a soul man. Oh. I'm a soul man. I'm a soul man. I got what I got the hard way. And I'm getting better each and every day.
So honey,
don't you fret, cause you ain't seen nothing yet. Tell them why. I'm a soul man. Ow, ow. I'm a soul man. Play it, Josh. I'm a soul man. I'm a soul man. Ha! I was brought up on side street. I learned how to love before I could eat. I was educated from the good stock. When I start loving, oh, I just can't stop. Why? I'm a soul man. I'm a soul man. I'm a soul man. I'm a soul man. When I grab the rope and I'll pull you in and I give you hope and be your only boyfriend, yeah, yeah. Hey, help! Who's ready for the harmonica solo? I'm a soul man. I'm a soul man. I'm a soul man. Why'd y'all tell him?
I'm a soul man. Now your turn.
I'm a soul man. Together now, all together. I'm a soul man. Yeah.
Live from Boca Raton is the Brooklyn Cafe Show.
Yeah, baby.
It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free 888-994-4995, Studio A right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
Welcome.
What a day.
I gotta tell you, they're contagious.
Can one of you turn on that light switch, please, right behind the glass?
There you go.
Thank you. There you go. And God said,
to see.
let there be light. All I can say is thank you to our former president for holding up our internet feed. But anyway, hopefully we're out and we're going to stay out. But we're good to go. You know, there's only so much bandwidth, I guess, until we clog it up.
Everybody ends up using it.
That's what happens from 12 to 12:30. I guess there's some breaking news.
We had to start and stop and start and stop. But I like that song anyway.
Next time you're going to get up with them, Soul Man.
They are the Soul Brothers.
So I know we're kind of running behind, so I guess we got to get right into this whole situation. We've been busy this morning working on some things. We had the Reinvented Life So we've got Pamela Chanel David joining us today, all the way from San Francisco Bay Area, talking about change. She went from over 300 pounds, 316 pounds to 160.
That was a change.
Think about that.
That's a whole person.
Even more than a person, right? And what it takes to make that step, to make that commitment, to get your life back and say, I'm going to do this one day at a time. And it doesn't happen in a day. It's a lifestyle. It's a lifetime of doing this.
She coming on the set?
She's coming on the show today at 1 o'clock and also talking about the holidays and what it's like, judgment, and we're in Holy Week, so a lot of things happening.
A lot of changes around us.
So a lot of good stuff. And Chelsea, one of our producers, she's got our studio full of, I guess, of her friends. We've got producers and music videos, and that young lady over there is signed to a recording artist. She is a recording artist, and she's signed to a music contract out in Atlanta, correct? And this young lady is here to watch and hang out. So we're going to get into the nitty-gritty of all of that.
Excellent.
And let's see. It's a very busy day. What else did you order, Freddie?
Oh, I know what that is. That's my.
All
that's
right.
my-
So
that's-
more to come. So
that's my
Chelsea,
stuff
you
for
want to
Friday.
do a little bit of an intro? You got a mic on?
Yeah. We'll pretty intro. 8-3.
8:30. All right. So Chelsea's going to intro who she brought into studio today.
Okay, guys. Hello. What's up? So I brought all my friends here who are amazingly talented artists. The one on my left is Priscilla Manning. Priscilla Manning's been singing for a very long time, and she's out in Atlanta working hard and making an EP right now. Her newest song, Love the Rhythm, is out right now that you can stream on all services. And then the boys over here, they have created their own kind of label, and they make music videos at their friend's house, and they do everything themselves. And they're just also really talented producers, rappers, singers, and that's what they do. So I invited them here to just talk about how they're doing it straight out of high school.
Now you had featured a video on What's Poppin'.
I did.
So was that put together by this group of people?
So it was me and then our friend's brother. So we made the music video, and that one is Little Woman. So that's the one we play, but she has a new song. So we featured her video, Little Woman. But yeah, we produced it, we directed it all ourselves in her house.
So Priscilla, what's it like for you you're young, to be signed with your own music label?
It is a whole new experience. It's something that doesn't happen to everyone. It comes from luck and hard work and just working hard towards your goals and your talents. Growing up, it just comes down to performing around your city and exposing yourself to these people so that when you are in those spaces where you're able to meet these executives and you're able to meet these producers, you're able to showcase yourself in the best way possible. And I'm just grateful for everything.
You grew up in Atlanta?
I grew up here in South Florida, actually. I just recently moved to Atlanta because that's where my label is based in. So we do a lot of in-house recording. I'm signed to King Recordings Entertainment. So we do a lot of in-house recording and production and music video shooting. We're working on putting together an entire room of just green screening and photo shoots and everything. So it's kind of like a one-stop shop place. And that's just what I really love about it. It's a great place to just build relationships and friendships and just meet people that you can vibe with.
So how did you get into finding them? And because it's more than getting out in the community, there's a lot of talent in the community.
Of course.
So there has to be something special about you and your music.
Well, it actually happened through a mutual friend. She knew the CEO of the label. So she saw my talent and she saw what I could do, and she was like, I know this guy and I think he would really want to work with you. So we pulled up a couple of my demos and we played them for the producers and the executives, and they really liked my stuff and they were like, we want to work with you. So then I signed in November, and now I've just been with them since.
And what inspires you for your music?
Life experience. It all comes down to it really does. It all comes down to just what you experience in life, what I hear through other people. Sometimes I learn from other forms of media itself. So whether that's other forms of music or even movies or TV shows or anything, it's like creativity comes from everywhere. You can look at a piece of art and a whole storyline and picture can just pop in your mind and you're ready to just write everything down.
And what type of music do you perform?
I do pop and R&B. So a lot of dancing. I love dancing. So a lot of choreography. It's just a lot of fun. It's like fun, upbeat, but then also you can bring it down and you can make stuff meaningful as well.
Thank you. And Chelsea, how did you meet her?
Senior year of high school, my friend Kaya, I was at a student council meeting, and I'm very vocal and like I'm very like bold. And my friend Kaya was like, "I like you. You're gonna be my friend." I'm like, "Okay." And so then I went to her table, and that's how we became friends. Like we became friends senior year of high school, like this past 2 years. Yeah.
And you're all friends from high school?
Yeah.
Well, I've known Johnny and Alex since middle school. So we all grew up in the same area together. So I've known them since like 6th grade, and we just like kind of integrated into the same high school and built from there.
Well, was the school that you all went to then, was it a performing arts school?
No.
No, but they had pretty good performing arts programs over there, and
Yeah.
it was pretty accessible to grow your talent. So they had like yearbook and film, and
We had good funding.
yeah.
Where'd you guys go to school?
Everglades,
Which is where? Miramar?
Broward, Miramar.
Broward. Interesting. You all have, Johnny, Alex, you have a mic as well?
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Tell
Yes,
us
we
a
do.
little bit about what you guys do, because I know you rap and you told me you come as a pair.
Yeah, well, we kind of come as a pair. We're a part of a music collective coming out of Broward, the Miami area, DWWL, which means doing what we love.
That's right.
Alex, he's the like figurehead. He's our mascot.
I'm the
a
face of
pa-
the brand.
Yeah, he's the face of the
Face
brand.
of the brand.
Yeah, I'm a part of the group with a couple other members: Cola Cartel, Charlie Bettinger, Fernando Piedra, Procopolis, Jaden Cyprian, High Wraith. It's a bunch of group of guys that we all met via either school or just like
Mutual friends.
and
online.
realizing that we all have a shared talent and love for music, and film with each other. So that's how we all came together.
So the group is in play. The nucleus of the deal is in play, which is I'm assuming that's where you're going to be producing. Are you looking for talent outside of the group to do their thing? I'm
I'd
trying to
say
understand.
as of right now, no, because like
Okay.
in our group we really have a lot of different talents, and we're all diverse in what we can do. So Cola, he lives in New York right now, but he's a great editor and he's a great filmmaker. And Jaden, he's a rapper, but he's also a producer. And as a rapper producer, he can produce anything, like any form of music, and it's truly inspiring because he can do like a normal hip hop song that you might have heard in like the '90s, and then he can also do R&B. He produced Priscilla's for a Single Little Women, and that's completely different than anything he'll ever give me or give Charlie or Fernando, other people who are in the group.
And he went to school with you as well?
He didn't go to school with me, no, but we met him via Charlie. I've known Charlie since around kindergarten, and we've been friends he's like a brother to me.
Absolutely.
Wow.
So
Him and I have known each other since the 6th grade, and we also met Fernando around that time. And we were all friends for a few years, and then once everybody wanted to start getting into their own mold, we wanted to make our own mark, make music or whatever. I used to make music, not so much nowadays. I stick to the performing angle. But we all, put our heads together and said, okay, let's come together. Let's make something out of it. Let's, see
yeah,
what we can
and
do.
Charlie was the main person who did that. Charlie did that because I've known Charlie comes from like a performing arts background. His father was a stand-up comedian, and
And a
his
radio
mom was
show
an
host.
actress. And he just knew that to put everyone together we'd all make even better music than we did
Absolutely.
already. So
And
we always have to credit him for what he did for us.
I feel like you guys are like the new people on Saturday Night Live. You know when they bring in new people for every season and you watch them grow up and
Well, they have
and
their own-
develop.
they
That's what
have
I'm
their own
saying. So
culture.
you come together as this knit group and you're just one day we're going to turn on a TV or
And they're
music
gonna be there.
and they're going to be there. You're going to say, "Wow, remember when they were just." We say
Thank you so
starting
much.
out
Thank you
because
so
you're young.
much.
I know you're not just starting out,
Yeah.
And we've
but you've got this
4
niche.
years now.
4 years. And are you
Yeah,
in
but
school?
you're at a different level of growth. So 4 years ago it was one level, and now you're at a different level. And I'm just curious to find out: is this part of the label? I'm trying to figure out.
Well,
how
right
to-
now,
we're two separate
Yeah, we're
things.
two separate.
we're two
She's
separate.
signed to an
Okay.
actual label.
All right.
We're
So you're
mostly
okay
we're independent
together
right
and-
now.
yeah, we're independent right now, and honestly, it works out really well for us because
But you all know each other.
yeah, we
Yeah.
all know
Absolutely.
each
So
other.
you all come from the same pond. Every other fish in here is
Or
a
the swamp,
different-
if you will.
yeah,
Yeah,
the
swamp.
swamp. Yeah, it's-
Well, you know,
They
I
come
mean,
from the Everglades.
I'm trying to understand it because in our business, you want to know where the pieces are because to distribute it, it has a lot to do where it comes from or where
Absolutely.
it's going. So there's a lot going on over here. There's a lot going on over there. I just wondered if it was all together. So it's all separate.
yeah, it's
Separate, but you know, it's the same
But
fields.
you know each other.
Yeah, you know
yeah,
similar people.
Priscilla was on Jaden's album, and she's also gonna be on mine. And you know, it's great. It's great like knowing her for so long because she's extremely talented in her own
Extremely
right. She has like
talented.
a great voice.
Not enough can be said.
Yeah, not enough can be said.
And are
at
you all in school?
Yeah,
Yes.
I go to Broward College right now. Alex goes to FIU.
I go to FAU.
I go to FAU, yeah.
So you're all in school. And are you
This
studying
is like a whole
performing, theater?
Where
Right.
do you go?
Film.
What school you go to?
Me, I go to Valencia College and FAU.
Of course you and FA. And why not? Yeah,
Why-
I go
why
to
not? Why
NYU
not?
and
What are you all majoring in?
Well, I'm majoring in filmmaking right now, and I'm doing a minor in marketing, so both can play into the
yeah.
into music.
Important.
and what I wanna
I'm
do.
putting all my chips on him. I'm
He's the face, but this one does
He's
the
the
music.
accountant.
This one does the marketing. This one.
gotta follow the money.
Alex is great with money.
I'm
He-
doing-
he
Gotta follow
says
the money.
What's that supposed to mean?
You know, I'm excited because I think we have some music and stuff that we're going to be playing,
Yep.
videos and things. Because I would like to know how you're going to distribute. I mean, I know you're on your way with Atlanta and everything else because you have people that are looking out for you. What you're doing, are you guys going to be showcasing on this label, or is it something else you're looking to do? What does tomorrow look like?
I think right now, like the main prerogative is just like strengthening our local base, like down here and expanding beyond. And then, you know, once, you know, our lives are in order and everything else, then start branching out to, you know, labels or what, or so be it.
Yeah, and with distribution, we have, luckily enough, you know, the internet age is incredible, and
Absolutely.
we distribute our music via DistroKid, which makes it what basically means is that all of our music
It's on
is
the major
on
streaming platforms.
So, to like the untrained eye, we would look like a real record label because all of our music is on Apple Music, Spotify, and everything, and we still get money off of it. We still make money when
Right,
someone
right.
streams our music. We get all the profit in return.
It
and
also-
we put that back into the music.
It also legitimizes the brand.
Of course.
yeah.
So, which
That's
is
one of the reasons why we do real
That's why
radio.
he's the accountant.
Of course, you gotta follow the money. we do real radio as opposed to just doing podcasts.
Yeah.
Because a podcast is great. There's nothing wrong with it.
anybody
But
could do it.
real radio, FM, AM, on the air, 6 stations, 4.8 million listeners. That's real radio. That's what we do. That's our bread and butter. That's our life. So I understand that you want to be above the niche because there's a lot of people that are trying to get in the same niche that you're in.
Yeah.
The like the rap scene, you know, in Miami and even beyond, it can. I mean, no offense to our other local artists, of course, it could be a bit oversaturated,
It is oversaturated.
right?
Yeah. And with
not a
us,
bit
it's
over-
really
it is
yeah.
oversaturated.
And with us, it's really like we're carving out our corner of like our niche and what we do.
Absolutely.
For example, this past year we did 2 shows at our friend's house, but we promoted it like it was like an actual concert and an event. Well, it was an actual concert, but
Yep.
like we promoted it like it was
Thoroughly,
no tomorrow.
thoroughly.
And our first one, I believe, we were expecting like around 70 people, and I think over 100 came. And at our second one,
was
140 people came.
I thought it was 120.
No, it was 140.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm
How
so
do people
surprised.
find you guys on Spotify or Apple Music?
They can just search up DWWL.
And then,
DWWL.
Doing what we love.
Yeah,
Doing what we
yeah.
love.
You know, the entertainment value of what's going on right now in the industry is really what you want to put your finger on because you can do it on social media all you want. The entertainment of it, right now, because of what happened with COVID, it has pushed all projects back 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
So you're going to see a big influx of movies that are coming out that were put together and finished. But the entertainment value, I mean, one of the craziness that you saw at the beginning of the show, everything has a reason. I'm looking for the right set of eyes, like what happened to you, that somebody comes along and says, you know what? I see a potential here, and boom. and then you explode on the scene. Remember, marrying her is easy. Keeping her, it's a different
That's a whole other fight. That's a whole other fight.
That's just a difference.
Ready words of wisdom.
We talked about this all the time. So I'm eager to see these pieces and everything else. Maybe I'll tell Chanel to hold on a little bit because I'm eager to see what tomorrow is going to bring. And you never know. I got friends that are watching, they have clubs and things of that nature. You never know who's watching you as long as you're on a platform that people are looking at.
So why don't we go to commercial break? When we come back, we're going to play, what song do we have on?
We have, it's my song. It's called We Up.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's
And
my
Priscilla,
song.
do we have any of yours?
Yeah.
You sent them over?
Yeah.
All right, so we'll take a look at that also. So stay tuned. We're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, we're going to see some of these great artists. And we'll be right back.
Known for his Art Deco Cubist style and compositions with dancing saturated color, Ken Bieberman has lived and breathed art his whole life. From the early 80s, he's influenced the Art Deco district of Miami Beach. Featured in numerous restoration projects, hotels, galleries, and clubs, Bieberman creates for everyday folks and celebrity clientele. He's also the proprietor of Art Repro, a giclée and scanning company in Pompano Beach. When it comes to scanning high resolution, size is not an issue. Professionally scanning art up to 10 feet and 64 inches in width, Art Repro utilizes state-of-the-art equipment. On quality canvas or paper, archival ink and printing mediums are put to use. Art Repro ensures colors are true and every nuance of the art is captured, including the canvas weave. Perfection is the priority. Contact artist Ken Bieberman today at 954-547-0095 or visit his website www.artrepro.net.
Being a successful woman in business means having the courage to own who you are. We understand the challenges faced by women, and we are here to help. Our team is here to develop the best strategy designed just for you. Your path is unique, and with the right tools, you can accomplish your dream. From radio to TV, from podcasting to magazines, we create the visibility to amplify your impact in business. At New Dawn Media, we are here to help bring your message forward and help your business flourish. It is time for your message to be seen and your voice to be heard. Contact us at 866-224-5422 or brooklyncafe.tv. Your voice can make a difference.
Le Sorel Restaurant, home of the authentic Italian tradition, offers a large menu that consists of seafood, steak, homemade pasta, brick oven pizza, and homemade desserts including a wide wine selection. We also have the best bar in Boca Raton with delicious cocktails, homemade limoncello, cappuccino, Italian espresso, brandy, and other specialties, open every day with a lunch and dinner menu. For more information or to make a reservation, contact lesorelrestaurant.com or call 561-235-5301.
There is no way to ignore it. You hear it on the news, online, from your friends and family. What happened to my money? Whether it got hit by falling stocks and bonds, with the coronavirus, shrunk by a floundering 401k with low interest rates, and is riding the extreme ups and downs of the stock market with political elections. Many Americans are worried about their money and how they're going to retire. Help protect your financial future now and call J.D. Mellberg for your complimentary book from a leading financial firm that shows you ways not to run out of money whether the market goes up or down. This free book reveals little-known truths about annuity strategies in simple-to-understand terms that can protect your money for a lifetime. As a bonus, we'll also throw in a free annuity rate report summarizing the rates and benefits of annuities from hundreds of top-rated insurers, helping you to find ways to get up to 33% more income in retirement. That's right. 2 books, both absolutely free, for calling J.D. Mellberg. Help protect your financial future.
Call 877-643-3015.
Are
you compromising your medical care for doctors out of your network? Are you tired of dealing with referrals to see a specialist? Are you aware that you can save up to $155 a month on your Medicare premiums? You need an all-in-one benefits company that can help with all of your Medicare plan needs. Call today, All-in-One Benefits Group at 954-614-5488. We're here to find an all-in-one plan for you. 954-614-5488. Call today for open enrollment.
Do you have an idea for a show or a podcast? Do you want the opportunity to be on TV? Amp Media Productions is partnered with True Oldies Real Radio Station and powered by many online platforms such as Roku, Facebook, YouTube, and even Amazon Fire to help amplify your impact. Do you want your voice to reach a wide audience? Call us today at 866-224-5422.
South Florida's Good Time Oldies. Now, Boca and Delray Beach have their own oldie station. Catch us on 95.3 FM. It's the greatest rock and roll hits of the 60s and 70s. On South Florida's Good Time Oldies, 95.3 FM.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
We up, I got my shot, it's teed up. Don't wanna be us, footy on neck, got a knee up. Ayy, 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 we up, I got my shot, it's teed up. Boy wanna be us, footy on neck, got a knee up. Ayy, ayy, wait, we up, I got my shot, it's teed up. Boy wanna be us, footy on neck, got a knee up. Ayy, 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 we up, I got my shot, it's teed up. Boy wanna be us, footy on neck, got a knee up. Ayy, ayy. I'm the Nick Detective. When I drop, it's very effective. I got dedication, motivation, throw subs with no hesitation. George be skating on Pembroke. I'm the good guy for the hooks, then the good guy for the right one. Stress weighing on me, but it's not a ton though. Rappers get switched like comedics. Shit get a drewski, hot for a minute. 4 letters, yeah, I'm in it to win it. RPX, cause him I'ma bring it. 2 broke to be broken again. 2 turn where you turn, my friend. 2 on edge, be edged out. 2 good, I gotta spell it out. We up. I got my shot, it's teed up. Won't wanna be us. Footy on neck, got a knee up. Ayy, 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 we up. I got my shot, it's teed up. Won't wanna be us. Footy on neck, got a knee up. Ayy, ayy, wait, we up. I got my shot, it's teed up. Boy wanna be us. Footy on neck, got a knee up. Ayy, 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 we up. I got my shot, it's teed up. Boy wanna be us. Footy on neck, got a knee up. I ain't gon' hold you. Your music ain't hitting like it's supposed to. Funny, that's just supposed to me. Your pinnacle's where I rose to be. That just means one thing. Me and my boys deserving our rings. I relate like Warren G. Pacifist, but got war in me. Yeah, I'm venting like Cyprian. I heard your new song. But boy, you're doing it wrong. I'm coming back in, I'm proving you wrong. Little boy, you're doing it wrong. Yeah, I'm coming back in and I'm proving you wrong. We up. I got my shot, it's teed up. Won't wanna be us. Footy on neck, got a knee up. Ayy, 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 we up. I got my shot, it's teed up. Won't wanna be us. Footy on neck, got a knee up. Ayy, ayy, wait, we up. I got my shot, it's teed up. Boy wanna be us. Footy on neck, got a knee up. Ayy, 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 we up. I got my shot, it's teed up. Boy wanna be us. Footy on neck, got a knee up. Ayy, ayy, we up.
Stay away, 'cause you're not coming back in no more. Go ahead, grapple on your knees while you get no more of me. Go ahead, baby, beg and please, 'cause without you I'll be free. When I leave you for the floor, when I turn around once more, when I look in your eyes dead, while I love the beat instead. When it all comes down, for all that it's worth, for better or worse, the love and the hurt. And when it hits the ground, the rumble, the feeling, the constantly giving my love for the rhythm. Then you la 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 love, la 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 love, la 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 love, my love for the rhythm. Then you la 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 love, la 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 love, la 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 love, my love for the rhythm. Look away, 'cause seeing the change is gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. Feel away, 'cause it's be the only one that puts me first. Go ahead, grapple on your knees while you get no more of me. Go ahead, baby, beg and please, 'cause without you I'll be free. When I leave you for the floor, when I turn around once more, when I look in your eyes dead, while I love the beat instead. When it all comes down, for all that it's worth, for better or worse, the love and the hurt. And when it hits the ground, the rumble, the feeling, the constantly giving my love for the rhythm. Then you la 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 love, la 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 love, la 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 love, my love for the rhythm. Then you la 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 love, la 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 love, la 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 love, my love for the rhythm. Then you my love for the rhythm. Then you when it all comes down, for all that it's worth, for better or worse, the love and the hurt. And when it hits the ground, the rumble, the feeling, the constantly giving my love for the rhythm. Then you
That's good stuff. I gotta tell you, I'm looking forward to seeing the video on that piece, and I'm curious to find out. That music has a nice beat to it. Where are you placing it? Is it going to California? Is it going to be in movies and Netflix? Anything like that? Like what Kendra is
Kendra
doing.
did.
Kendra's on NCIS. She's on all these different shows because they're looking for talent right now. They're short on music.
Right now, I don't have any placements for it. It's very like a party song, so if it were to be placed in clubs, it would be like party scenes, club scenes, like that type of thing. But it's just fun to vibe to, you know. It's fun to dance to.
You do the music and the lyrics?
I wrote the lyrics, and the beat was produced by Dre Butters. He has producer credits with people like Eric Bellinger, Bryson Tiller, like that type of stuff. I actually wrote those lyrics like in the session because Dre Butters was in town just for the weekend, and I only had like one night with him, and like I had to be in that studio until like 1 o'clock in the morning. So I had to write those lyrics in like 15-20 minutes.
Wow.
So that I could record it. So that's, but it came out. It came
out
good.
great. That's urgency for you. See, we
Yep.
talk about that all the time.
Yeah, sometimes
It's
it
when
comes
you
out
have
better
to
that
when
way.
you have to get it done.
Yeah.
You have to get it done.
Those deadlines are nothing to joke with.
It's funny. We talked to everyone about that in here. We talk about.
They don't even know
Am
how
I
to spell
right,
it.
Josh? He knows. And we kept saying, when you're actually doing this and in the business, you can't give it to someone 5 days later. Forget the news because it's not timely. It's just everything. You're on a deadline. And you had however many hours you had at that moment in time. If you hadn't written it, it would never have been out.
Nope.
You have to do what you got to do.
I'll tell you one thing. The industry is a very fast-paced thing.
Yes, it
you
is.
can't just like sit on something. Once your window of opportunity is open, you jump at it, or else it's gonna close before you know it.
It's so refreshing to hear that.
So glad you said that because we
a lot
say
of
it all the
people-
time. But it comes from your generation to your generation. You and I are just old.
Old and out. Old and out, you know.
It doesn't matter, you and I say.
The
Right.
Mañana syndrome, if you're talented, you got to take advantage of it today because you never know what tomorrow will take away. Forget about what tomorrow will add because that you can work with. But when it starts taking things away because something else is taking its place, you know, you miss your opportunity. Now, do you own all the rights to your music? Is that yours or does it belong to a group?
King
Is it
Entertainment,
King
I think.
Entertainment that owns it?
It's owned by me. The producer credits are owned by the producer, but the lyrics, I own the copyright to the lyrics.
And what about the music itself?
The music itself is owned by me as well.
You see, that's an interesting setup. We interviewed some people on The Voice, and I started
time ago.
watching American Idol again, and they changed the way that game is played. But on The Voice, we introduced some people, and one of the persons that came in second place, she refused to sign because they would not let her keep the musical rights, and she wanted to own it. So it changed her career because if she had stayed the path, as you can see, these people do really, really, really well.
King Recordings is a very like freelance label.
I was going to ask you that.
And
next, yeah.
it's a different type of freedom that you don't get from everywhere else. They're very small and they're on their way up, but we distribute through Sony. So we're on our way up through the ranks right now, and we've got some really good people signed who are on their way. So when it comes to like writing my own songs, the vibe of whatever beats I like, I have a lot of creative freedom, you know, and that's one of the reasons why I signed in the first place, because if I had gone anywhere else, I don't think I would have if it meant selling away my own creativity.
Yeah, that's what she told me. It's interesting. You have music already in your head that you're going to be pushing out in the future. You're ready to rock and roll in that too?
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm working on my next project right now, so I've already got a couple songs in the bank right now. So they're coming.
Maybe we can get you in one day to perform.
Oh, I would love that. Just let me know.
How long are you in Atlanta or are you here?
I'm in Atlanta, but I come back I'd say every 3 months, every 3 or 4 months. Yeah.
I'd like to do something with her maybe on Night Train. We do something on radio where we do shows, something called the Cafe Night Train, and we put new artists up there. And I think Josh is the one that put it out that says, we want new artists. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
So this might be, we may talk to King as well. We're looking, the radio station is looking to buy a hip hop station. I think it's 104.7 or something in Miami. And you're not supposed to know that. But
DWWL, so they definitely would
Yes.
work for that. So see if we can send that up to Vic.
all of that stuff. But there are groups out there that they're looking for to fill the void and continue the music because, you know, it's an age thing. I mean, you guys are young, and that's what moves records right now, always has done that. It's amazing that the J-Los and Mark Anthony's of the world are still doing it because at their age, it changes the game.
I'm looking forward to seeing your music video on it. And before we head over to Chanel, your music video.
Yes.
Tell us about that. You shot it.
Yeah,
all
we
the
shot it.
production?
We shot on location. It was over like a 2-day span. It was very funny actually because we shot it. I believe it was in February. February of 2022, and the song was gonna come out and like the week or after. And a couple weeks before, after. So we decided to film a video. And funny enough, I believe midway through the first day of shooting, Alex gets a call, and his Call from home. He had to go home because his mom had just gotten COVID, and luckily enough he didn't expose us to anything, and luckily enough his mom was fine. But that was a very interesting day of filming.
You ended up getting so you went home.
Yeah, I went home.
You shot it here in Florida?
Yeah, we shot it here in Florida. We shot it around Miramar. We shot it at like a regional park, Pembroke Lakes Mall.
The general South Broward area, it's
Pretty much just everything west of
Yeah.
west of Douglas.
Yeah.
And who does all the editing? You guys do that as well?
Yeah, all the editing that goes to Cola and Prokopolis. They're also producers. See, like they're just like super talented because like they went to a performing arts school, Dash, in Miami. So they're great with like editing and filmmaking,
Cinematography.
and Ryan and Julio, Prokopolis and Cola, they shot We Up and edited too. So yeah.
Nice job. Never seen Josh dance like that.
Something else too about the filmmaking angle is the fact that because we do have very like talented filmmakers on board, you know, it makes like everything else that goes around it, be it things for social media or music videos, what have you, anything that involves any type of shooting, it's top notch.
Yeah, it's top notch because like we don't want to put out anything that's like mediocre, especially visually. Like that's like
Like I
top
said
tier.
before,
Like,
we
have to make sure it's
you
great.
know, it's an oversaturated platform or scene, whatever you want to call it, and we got to stand out one way or another.
So you can find everything at DWWL. And Priscilla, how do people find you?
You can find me on all of like social media platforms, Priscilla Manning _music. And then you can just look up my name on like Apple Music, Spotify, Amazon, Priscilla Manning, and my stuff will come up.
Very nice. All right. Thank you guys for
Now,
joining us.
what I like to do, we're gonna go commercial break.
Then we're gonna come
before,
back to California.
Before we do that, what I like to do, cue up Triple C's the video that Josh did, because I want to. Now that I have theirs in my head, I want to compare some of the things that are happening. I thought that Josh did a real nice job on that video. And then we'll take a commercial break and bring California in, because we heading west.
Only One Woman. All right, more to come. Stay tuned. Here's Only One Woman, brought to you by Triple C and Josh Martin. When we come back, we're going to talk to California. We've got Pamela Chanel David joining us on the other side of the U.S., and we'll be right back.
Sitting on a park bench one day, you came down and sat next to me. You had my heart fluttering, baby, like a pair of butterfly wings. I seemed to talk for hours about everything we knew. And when you went away, baby, Lord, right then I knew that there's only one woman for me. You showed me things I'd never seen. Oh, baby, you drive me crazy. There's only one woman for me. It's been 2 years, baby. Oh, you're standing there. I see the love in your eyes, wind blowing through your hair. Oh, I can't believe it. Oh, the love we shared. And I knew in my heart, baby, none would ever compare. And there's only one woman for me. You show me things I've never seen. You drive me crazy, and there's only one woman for me. We talk for hours, made love on the beach. You are my dream. Then one summer day, my darling, you went away. You flew up to heaven, you see, got your own pair of wings. Though it broke my heart, I remember everything song. There would never be another woman that could mend his heart. And there's only one woman for me. You show me things I've never seen. Whoa, baby, you drive me crazy. And there's only one woman for me. You show me things I've never seen. Whoa, baby, you drive me crazy. And there's only one woman for me. There's only one woman for me. There's only one woman for me. There's only one woman for me.
Born in Marseille, France, Max Lazega creates whimsical and free-flowing interpretive art. His 40 years in the construction industry created the foundation for his craft. His unique work displays his view of the future with bold and playful combinations of materials and processes, but the methodology remains consistent. He fuses recycled materials and discarded building supplies into a fresh, well-executed approach. Lazega has lived in Miami, Florida most of his life, where he pursues his lifelong passion of creating industrial art. For more information, contact Max Lazega at artworkstudios.org or 786-326-8873.
Meet Jay Harmon, one of the many artists held in the Brooklyn Cafe Gallery. Jay specializes in various different art styles, but his medium to work with is colored pencils. His unique style comes from being self-taught and years of practice. Jay pulls his inspiration from many outlets like people, television, celebrities, and many more. With multiple original pieces, Jay's art graces the gallery with over 40 plus works for viewing and for purchase. His many years of being an artist has given him a chance to partner with the Derwent brand, giving him the opportunity to try many different work styles and further his craft. Feel free to come down and visit the studio to view his work, or if you're interested in your own Jay Harmon original, he's open to commissions on his website, coloredpencilartist.com, or catch his show, The Colored Pencil Artist, on Amp Media Productions on YouTube and Facebook. See you soon.
What would you do if you had a broken bone? You'd go to the doctor and use your insurance, right? What would you do if you had a serious problem with drugs and alcohol? Most people do nothing until it's too late. Your insurance can help you get clean and sober with the assistance of a place like the Detox and Treatment Helpline. Many times treatment is fully covered, so why not use your insurance to treat your addiction problem just like you would if you had a broken bone? And with the Family Medical Leave Act, you're allowed by law to take off time from work, and your employer doesn't need to know the reason. So there are two good reasons. You've got insurance you can use for your addiction problem, and with the Family Medical Leave Act, it's completely confidential. Call us right now and save a life.
Call 855-350-4504. That's 855-350-4504. Call 855-350-4504 now.
Want to save money on your next flight? Then pick up the phone and call, because the best prices are not online. See, SmartFares has special deals with the airlines. When they have unsold seats, they use SmartFares to fill them. So you get airline tickets at ridiculously low prices. With the extra money you'll save, you can book another trip or treat yourself to dinner. Call today and get the best price on your next flight, guaranteed. Also, save up to 50% off business and first class tickets.
Artist Rosie Sherman paints her passions to share with everyone. Expressing herself through bold and vibrant colors, her suggestion and style are always in flux. Inspired by travels, nature, romance, and the human spirit, Rosie makes sure her depiction of women are strong and proud. Her landscapes illustrate the changing seasons in the diverse world that we live in. To find her artwork in the multiple medias you can purchase, visit rosiesherman.com. pixels.com.
Brand new shows, only on AMP2 TV. We have All-in-One Insurance, Latin Hustle con Karen, Meta Magazine Show, Pitch 2 Production, The Florida Love Show, The Sixth Borough, Meet the Experts, Reinvented Life, Lights in the Night, and The Hangout. Tune in so you don't miss these amazing new shows. Only on AMP2 TV.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're back. All right, don't worry about it. I got another speaker. Oh, let me go here.
Go here. Go here.
All right, so I'm excited. We have our friend from California
I feel like
on.
I'm all over the place. I feel like I'm flying here. We got music, and then we got rapping, and then we got clothing, and then I got. What did
I don't
just
know-
Eat that was delicious with yuca.
Yuca buns.
No, it was
Panaderia.
that something. I don't know. She goes, "Do you know what that is?" No, it could have been anything. Do you want one?
To
What
me,
is
it's
it?
pure sugar in my mouth, but it's
me,
delicious.
it was delicious, I
It's
have to tell you. It was like
you're
a
supposed to
potato
put hot
patty.
butter in it. Yeah, butter in it.
I
Heat
could have
it
done
up.
that too, but I ate it instead.
But I'm excited. We're going to have a friend from San
Pamela
Francisco.
Chanel David joining us.
And I haven't had a chance to talk to her. I didn't even have a chance to see all of her show today.
Her show today was fantastic. We did the Reinvented Life. She didn't do a show last week, so we're doing a double shot this week today, and then on Friday talking about change. So let's bring, as we call her, Chanel, over from San Francisco Bay Area. There she is.
Hey, how are you?
Here I am. It's so great to be with you guys.
It's good to see you.
I have to
It
tell you, I
is
thought
good
your
to
show
see
today
you.
was one of your best shows.
Oh,
because you just
thank you
talked
so
about change and what it takes to change. And you said, listen, I didn't get from 316 pounds to 160 in a day.
yeah.
But,
You know, that's
wow.
what people need to see. You know, you can have these visions, you can have dreams, you can know what the possibilities are, but you know, you put the action in, and there's some very simple steps to take that make it there. So.
Mayur, if you have that before and after on the board that you can pop over when you get it ready, let's pop that up. How are they simple actions? Because to me, it looks like a whole lot of work. Listen, even when you're just trying to lose a couple pounds, or you're trying to say, I'm going to get to the gym and I'm going to stay motivated, even that's a lot. But what you did is more than that.
So it's the shifting of your thoughts, and that's what I talked about in today's show, and that's what the Reinvented Life is really based on. It's a shifting from what you have to do, what you no longer want, the loss, and all of that. Even a couple of pounds, when you talk about weight loss, it's something you lose and you want to get rid of. The shifting of the thought of, how can I more justly treat myself? How can I treat myself with more grace? How can I treat myself more kindly? What can I do for myself that's better? That is what makes it simple. Because once you get in that frame of mind, listen, we're designed to want to gratify. So we are doing ourselves the most just we can before we can be there. The lesson I had to learn for anyone else, when we treat ourselves the kindest and the best.
You know, it's difficult because at this time of the year, like Christmas, it's Holy Week. And what begins to happen is to lose weight or to stay on the program becomes more of a challenge. Because as you could tell, people bring stuff in here, or your birthday, or you have all these other different challenges in your life that you could be on the path and you're losing weight. And then all of a sudden, you run into a ham and cheese sandwich with mayo. and you go, oh my God, a tuna fish sandwich that you haven't had in a while with lettuce and tomato and a hoagie. And you go, oh my God. And all of these challenges become voices in your head because you want to stay the path, right? And you want to be there. And then the pounds begin to come down. Look at this. I mean, this is a tremendous transformation. Tremendous.
So unbelievable, Chanel.
And you have to be able to overcome that good, bad, or indifferent different times of the year. Birthday celebrations, children are born into your family and you go to these parties. All of that becomes a challenge. And you have to be strong-willed. You got to say, I'm going to stay the path no matter what. I'm going to stay there because my life is worth. I got friends right now in the hospital who needed an operation. He's a diabetic and his sugar was out of control. And they had to wait almost a year. Him in the hospital, you know, he's been in the hospital almost a year.
Wow.
To get the sugar under control to have this operation. And he wants to come here because he saw your show. And I remember talking to him about the powder and everything else. And he wants to come here because he firmly believes that I've changed my life.
You have.
And I have. And it has not been easy, just like it hasn't been easy to you. And it's one of the few things that I got to say out loud is you can do this. You just have to get it here. This will talk to this, and anything will happen afterwards. So it's such an accomplishment that what you've done.
Yeah.
Thank you. But the steps are easy. That the work is involved. Absolutely. The dedication's involved. But the steps are easy because it's creating a thought that you can constantly be in alignment with. And that's all it really takes. So if there's a holiday or if there's something special to eat or, you know, pick and choose as you feel fit. But also, don't beat yourself up. Part of being in alignment with treating yourself well is having grace. So if you have an extra cookie or you have an extra something or other, if you're talking about food, just know that you can go right back into your pattern the very next meal or the very next day. And it's about not beating yourself up that is going to allow you. We did not get in the shape we were in. I did not get in the shape I was in that photo on the left by eating one slice of something one day. It was a decades of a lifetime that created it. I abandoned myself. I had abandoned all thoughts. So when you get back to treating yourself kindly, that is when I say it gets easy.
But a lot of that's your thoughts, because if you look back on what you ate at that last moment, were you consuming that many calories to sustain it, or your body was just shutting down?
My body was shutting down. Yeah.
It was decades of all of that. So when you went off of it and the doctor said, Chanel, you have 6 months to get your life in order, I think she froze.
Chanel, you gone? Yep. All right.
When she comes back, we'll bring her back over.
It's difficult because you look at what you've been through, and you know the biggest fear is you're afraid it's going to come back, that you're going to get that weight back. And you start cutting corners and you start hurting yourself because you're afraid. And, you know, when somebody tells you got 6 months for your life to end, it works on your head.
You know, and I'm watching what it does to you, and you've made tremendous progress on weight and your sugar and all of your levels. But at a certain time, you know you're on a clock of food. So it plays mind games with you as well.
The anger factor, I've begun to realize. I get angrier at certain things. I get angrier at things that I want to accomplish and I don't get it done. Like I want to eat before 5 o'clock. And I could not get there yesterday because we were so busy. And, you know, not God, thank you very much, knock on wood, that we are. But I didn't eat till 7. And the syndrome, when I woke up this morning, took my blood, it was 162. I haven't been 160 in months.
So you really have to eat your larger meal lunchtime.
That's right. Right after this show, I have to eat it and move on.
And then dinner becomes, you just need and that's what Chanel does. She has her larger meal midday.
Because my body does not process food as quickly as yours. It takes it It takes time to do that. And then there are things that you could do to increase your metabolism, which is when they tell you to walk more. They drink waters, and it's gallons and gallons of water, because my body needs the water to metabolize the food. And it's understanding that it isn't just about weight loss, it's about survival. Because as you're losing weight, you start to be able to think. You start to be able to have conversations, how to be a person, how to sell a deal, how to close a deal. You start to be able to do all these things, even though you know you're on this journey and every day you're shredded. I've lost 28 pounds.
It's amazing. Congratulations.
In I think it's 2 months, which
That's
is tremendous.
amazing. Yeah.
Tremendous.
And how do you feel though?
I didn't feel good this morning. I tell you, I don't know what happened. I cannot get out of bed this morning, but right now I feel great again. I'm ready to rock and roll and go.
You know, when you realize, I think about what it takes is to sustain whatever lifestyle you are, whatever your body size is, right? And then you want to be a certain size, you want to do it for health reasons, you needed to lose that weight for your diabetes. And you see what it takes for you not to eat. The amount of food that you have cut out of your lifestyle.
And the stuff that I don't
to be
enjoy.
healthy.
My Ritz crackers with
Right?
mayo. God.
And then you look at all these commercials and you look at the rest of America and you think, how do they do it? But then you look at all the other pharma commercials that are on, and that's how people are doing it.
Well, it's funny because pharma does have its play. You can replace all the pills that you take, I believe, if you get your weight down. You know, there was a time, Dawn, because you know the program I go to, and they wanted me to get down to 179 pounds. When you're 268 pounds, you go 170 what? That's why that picture, that looks at me every day.
Yep. That's
At
why
268 pounds up there, I look like a giant meatball. But you know what? I put it up there. I keep it up there because I don't want to go back. So when they told me 179 pounds, I said, are you insane? I'm never going to lose 100 pounds. And this time I'm determined to get there. The only thing is I don't like the way I look after 190. So we're going to have to sort of talk about that. And I talked to Doc. I don't like how I look. I don't like that feeling where my clothes are falling off my body. I don't do that.
Got to get some new clothes and then you start exercising.
Nah, it's not. It's the exercising. Yeah, I do that at midnight when I get out of here.
It's just reprogramming it. Listen, last night we got out of here early and we forgot we had a meeting and I had to turn around and come back. I got to tell you, though, I was tired last
That
night.
was tough because I had to race to, and here I am saying, "Do you want me to come back?" And I'm looking at the watch.
And I said, no, you go eat your dinner. But
Because the food has to be in and completed within a certain period of time. And you look at the difference. It's living proof. You
That's
know,
why-
I haven't been 160. My sugar's been 110, 98, 99. You got it back? Okay, let's bring her over. And she's back.
And she's back.
There, I'm back. Excuse that.
You know, Facebook, apparently Donald Trump has just done what he's had to do. So the internet's getting a little clogged. So
Just a little.
things are getting a little clogged. So
Well, that's
we just
because
gotta be
he's
patient.
here. He's in Mar-a-Lago, which is maybe 20
Oh,
minutes
he's in
from
New
here.
York. He's in New York.
No, his followers are here.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
There's a big base here, and what's happening is the day they made the announcement, the internet went wacky, and today, because he's being arraigned, everybody's watching on social media, so the numbers are all over the place right now. So
But I
they're-
want to talk, we were just talking while we were getting you back. And you inspired me to actually encourage Freddie to have his larger meal midday because when you were here with Ian, that's what you talked about. And he's been trying to figure out when and get out of here in time for dinner, but he does much better, just like you say you do, to have that larger meal. And it's not it's not like a steak and potato. It's a salad or some grilled salmon midday, and then you have your shake at night. Why do you think, Chanel, that helped you so much?
I think because it gives me more time in the day to metabolize it. So I feel more energy in the afternoon. Generally speaking, the late afternoon gets tough for a lot of people because their energy gets low. So having a larger lunch, especially with some protein, gives me that more sustained energy for the day. And then towards the evening for dinner, I'll have a light salad or I'll have some veggies or something on the smaller side. And I don't need as much energy because I'll be getting ready for bed. And I tend not to eat after dinner time anymore. I used to. I used to snack a lot. And that has also changed and helped a great deal.
You know, I think if people actually paid attention to when they're hungry and your body tells you you're hungry, it's that midday. It's that 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. And if you actually eat something that sustains your energy with protein, you're really not hungry for dinner, except, you know, society says we eat dinner and you're supposed to have X for dinner in the American lifestyle. But you're not really hungry for dinner. So you're eating when you're not even wanting to eat. I know when I get home at 8 o'clock, I don't really want dinner, but Chuck's like, what's for dinner? I don't
Yeah,
know.
but don't idea of a dinner if it's in the palm of your hand. That's all a dinner. You know, when you're a big guy or a big girl and you like eating, you know, some people, I love eating. I enjoy not only eating, but having fun doing it. I don't care if it gets all over my arms. I wear half the things
And
I
we
eat
love
on my
watching you
clothes.
eat. So it's been a change of mindset for him for sure, Chanel.
You know, Freddie, I see it in you actually. I see it in not just the vitality I'm hearing in your voice, but I'm seeing it in the looks. Just in the month since we've been
You were
together.
here.
It's amazing. Yeah.
It has changed. My sister, I think, is going to come down. My sister will tell you stories. They would sit at the table, my mother and her, and sit there, not eat, just watching me. So I'm like, is there something going on? They says, we love to watch you. I will take a bone off a piece of meat, and it's going to be with me for like an hour after the meal. Because they used to do in our Spanish cultura, we used to take it and put the bones in milk. It was nuts, man, in milk.
Why?
Because it makes the bone softer so you can play with it a little longer. I used to do some wild things. Let me put it to you that way. But my goodness, I love to, like if you go to a restaurant and somebody orders something that I've never seen before, like Reggie Rivera when she was here, hearts of palm? Do I look like a heart to palm
Do you know,
guy?
I couldn't even find it. I went to
I
2
couldn't
grocery stores
either.
this weekend. I couldn't even find them.
But she made a meal in here with hearts of palm.
Avocado and tomato.
Oh my God.
And lemon. Easy,
Oh
Chanel.
my God. But heart to palm. I don't even know what a heart to palm is until she explained it. But my goodness, now the watches that I go on Saturday, everybody wants the recipe.
I actually have it. We have the book here.
We got to
So I'll
I
get
got to
it
take
for
it
you.
with me.
Tell us some of the steps, because you talked about going into the holiday season. Tomorrow is Passover. It's the first Seder, and then it's for 8 days. Good Friday's coming up, Easter Sunday. Everyone now is in the throngs of family and food and all of that guilt, right, of everything that should we eat it, shouldn't we eat it, families, oh, you lost weight, oh, you've gained weight, all that judgment that comes from these wonderful family dinners. How do we get through them?
So first and foremost, have grace for yourself. You know, part of creating sustainable change is being in alignment with who you are. So have grace for yourself. If you want to eat something and you just feel compelled, go ahead. But for the most part, what you can do is you can feel proud knowing that you're taking the best care of yourself you can. So you don't have to feel compelled to eat everything. Eat a vegetable, eat a salad, eat what parts of the meal or whatever buffet you're at that you feel you want to. That is the key. And as far as, you know, seeing family and friends, that's the best part of it. Collaborate with them. Let them know how much better you're feeling. Let them know that you enjoy what you're doing, or the opposite, that you're looking forward to starting a new season by taking better care of yourself, doing better for yourself.
It's the season, and if any messages that we've seen, and I'm going to go on our platform of positivity, this is the time and this is the week to actually find yourself and start that new season and have hope and actually say, you know what, I'm going to do this for me, and find some joy and love in your life, because there's a whole lot of other bad stuff on the other side of your phone right now. But
well,
it's your choice to engage or not.
This is exactly it. It is the choice you get to make. You should be excited about making. It's the season of renewal. And there's no other better time of year than right now, because that's what spring stands for. It is the time of renewal, the beginning of new life. This is when the blooming happens. This is when the seeds are planted for the entire rest of the year. So you're doing the best thing, not just for yourself, but in collaboration with others.
I had a text I want a tree, but I can't find it. But it was talking about the season and renewal and doing what you want to do for you. Because without you, without that proverbial oxygen mask, we had somebody come in today. Life changes a little bit. It puts a fresh perspective on it, doesn't it?
That's right. You know, it's never guaranteed. Nothing is ever guaranteed. But to have a friend who's been with us since the very beginning, come in and say that he has some real tough challenges coming his way very, very soon on Friday, I believe, the doctors. And it's Mark, and we have Mark's art behind us. And everything that Mark is selling right now for sale to help with his medical costs and everything else. But what a great human being. What a nice guy. He didn't know us from Adam, and we did a lot with Mark. And you know, our prayers are gonna be with him, and we're gonna hope that he overcomes this challenge. But you know, don't take anything in life too lightly, because when you get older, you begin to appreciate being these ages, these young guys in here. And remember, always enjoying life to the fullest, because it goes fast, man.
You know, being in here, I think they grow up faster than they realize because they see everything. A lot comes into the studio that they wouldn't see if they were in a cubicle or if they were doing graphic design from home. They're dealing with real lives in here and families and people and personalities, and it puts a fresh perspective every day on what happens.
That's why you should always stay healthy as you can, because, you know, you never know when your mark is going to come. You're going to hit that mark, and good things are going to happen to you in your life, whether it's family. I mean, Gio's going to have a baby daughter. I haven't had a girl in my family in forever. And I tell Dawn that baby's born, I may be running out of here heading to Tampa. Because I got to tell you, it's a big deal to me. All these values all of a sudden have changed, you know? Like when Roe and Brecken were born, you know, they're boys, I get it, but a girl, man, that's a I hate to admit it, but that's a different, that's a winner right there. That's a whole different ball of wax on there. So
100%. But Chanel, I want people to realize that you are available for coaching.
Absolutely. They can reach me, info@thereinventedlife.com. Send a message. We'll have a conversation. But people need a teammate. People need a guide. People need a coach in this, like anything else in life. And it's amazing what I'm able to help people do, whatever aspect of their life they want to create. You know, reinventing started with reinventing my health, but it has really crossed the path of so many other mediums in life. And people need coaching. I have coaching. I have coaches. We all have coaches to help us reach new levels. It's just like the field of athletics. The best professional athletes still engage with coaches.
How is the search for
new space in California?
New California going?
It's great. Actually, again, it's just so funny. We're entering spring. We started reinventing, and lo and behold, last week I saw 4 different places. So there's going to be a lot of opportunity, stuff to show you guys within the next week or two.
And you're in the San Francisco Bay Area?
San Francisco Bay Area. I'm in what's called Marin County, which is just on the other side of the Golden Gate Bridge, but saw a couple great spaces right in the heart of San Francisco. You know, there's no more creative hub than in San Francisco.
Can you imagine going out to San Francisco and setting up her studio?
Imagine, I sent her the radio station. I'm going to buy time on to get your show up there.
Yeah, absolutely.
And she says, oh, I know them.
Yeah, it's a mecca of creativity. It's a mecca of, you know, Silicon Valley is really the hub of all of it. And all the major companies, all the Silicon Valley companies, they're all headquartered in San Francisco. So pretty exciting.
We're excited to see. Send us more. And thank you so much for doing a special edition of your show today. I know it's just what everybody needed to get into what's happening. It's a big week, a lot of changes.
It is a big week. And I wanted to mention one more thing. When you do go to any family events, understand that it's not you just going physically. Spiritually, you're showing up as well. So all of your positive energy can help to change an entire room, an entire meal, an entire engagement with people. So come with that. Come with the possibilities are endless. Here I am.
I love that. She's always so positive. We need more of you.
When are you coming back?
Spread it. I want to get out there in the next month or two. I
Yay!
have just
Woo!
cannot stop thinking
Let's
about
do it.
Pack some clothes. You're going to stay a while.
Thank you so much
Okay.
for joining us. We love you. Happy Passover.
Love you. Yes, and to you both. Happy holidays to everyone.
you.
Okay, great.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, honey.
I
Bye-bye.
gotta tell you, I love that lady.
I know. She
Good
motivates
stuff.
you, doesn't she?
She does it, and you know, she walks the walk. She's not one of those people who says rah rah rah. No, she walks. She's been there, and I gotta tell you, I am so proud. And then when we finally got to meet her, over the top.
I mean, 316 pounds to 160. Think about that.
All right,
316.
316. All right, we have we got, what is it called? Are they called the blues? Where are my glasses?
Well, we got one
What
blue.
happened to the other one?
We got one blue who's going to close out our show. So Bax is going to close out our show. And we got to wish Bailey a very happy birthday. Her birthday's tomorrow. So at the end of the show, we have a little
She's
celebration
coming in
for
tomorrow.
Bailey. Bailey's coming here?
That's what I heard.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, Bailey's coming tomorrow. She says to sing her happy birthday.
Oh, all right. Then we'll take care of that. Have a great afternoon, everyone. Tune in today at 3 o'clock to the Metal Lifestyle Magazine show. And Baxton, take it away.
Give up forever to you. Know that you feel me somehow. Closest to heaven that I'll ever be, and I don't wanna go home right now. And all I can taste is this moment. All I can breathe is your love. Sooner or later it's over. I just don't wanna miss you too. And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand. When everything's meant to be broken, I just want you to know who I am. Can't find the tears that ain't for a moment the truth in your life. When everything feels like a movie, yeah, you bleed just to know you're alive. And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand. When everything's meant to be broken, I just want you to know who I am.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show's over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring you more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.